All right, the profiling and the Muslim bans have begun, and obviously I'm very, very upset about it. I'm going to tell you who's responsible. Obviously, Donald Trump, Steve Bannon are the biggest people responsible, but there are others. And I'm not the only one mad about it. There are airport protests all across the country right now. Started in JFK, O'Hare, Dulles, LAX. I just talked to someone who came from LAX saying there's 1,000 people at the international terminal protesting Donald Trump. They're all over the country. You know, in some ways, I am furious at what has happened because of Trump. In other ways, I'm so proud of America because part of what we're saying here tonight is not on our watch. Not on our watch. And so if you're out there and you're at an airport right now trying to make sure you're protecting your fellow Americans and allowing them to come back in, or refugees or other immigrants, because we're a nation of immigrants. Bless you. That's exactly what you should be doing. Unlike the people who brought Trump here to do this. So, now good news before I get to the bad news. A federal court in Eastern District of New York has just banned the ban. They say that the Donald Trump Muslim ban from the 7 countries that are affected is no longer in effect. So they have lifted it, and they granted a stay on the action, okay? And so it was 2 particular cases at JFK. Hamid Khalid Darwish, who was a translator for us in Iraq for a decade, who risked his life for America, and they wouldn't let him back in the country. This affects green card holders. Green card holders are way past a visa, an immigrant, etc. They're nearly American citizens. They have every right to be here. The only couple of rights left is things like voting, and most of them are on their way to becoming American citizens, and they're on that path. They should have almost every right that an American has, and they're blocking green card holders. The other person who was detained was Samir Abdul Khalik Al-Shawi. His wife, he's coming to see his wife and his kid. His wife is a U.S. government contractor. Now, there are some parts that if you sent him back, it could endanger his life. All these people who risk their lives for America. So as you can tell, I'm quite upset about what's happening here. Again, the best parts of America are also on display. It's the rule of law, the Eastern District of New York doing the right thing. I'll tell you about something else that's going right in a second. But also the worst parts, Donald Trump and all the people who said, oh, it's no big deal. He's not really going to do any of that stuff. I told you he would. You think that he's just a demagogue who's doing it for just populism? Well, that's what they said back in the 1930s in Germany. I told you he'd do it, and he did do it, okay? He's a monster. Steve Bannon is a monster. So all the people, look, on the right who are celebrating this, you're the most un-American people I've ever met. You never understood the point of the country. You're the ones who should be banned. You think that America should be about race or religion or nationality or some sort of identity like that? You insult the idea of America. And then some of the left-wingers, let's be honest about that, who said, oh no, the lesser of 2 evils is still evil. Yes, but it's the lesser of 2 evils. Now what do you have? You have the greater of 2 evils. And this is what the greater of 2 evils looks like. And for all the Hillary people, I'm not leaving anybody out of this, okay? Oh, yeah. The Democrats who said, yeah, I know Bernie Sanders got a 10-point lead over Hillary Clinton against Donald Trump. Who cares? Let's risk the country, let's risk the world, and run the candidate that America doesn't like, because I don't like the other guy. He's too radical because he might raise my taxes too much. Let's take a risk and run Hillary. Brilliant job you guys did. Hillary, thank you for running that great campaign where you lost to this monster. So I blame you guys. I blame anyone who didn't vote against Trump. I obviously blame the right-wingers who did and who did it proudly. I blame the people who thought it was no big deal. I blame, by the way, also right-wing atheists posing as liberals who fought for Muslim profiling. Congratulations, all of you guys. You got Muslim profiling. Now don't pretend you're against it now. You laid the groundwork for this. You said it was okay to do Muslim profiling. Congratulations. Mission accomplished. Trump's doing exactly what you wanted. Muslim profiling. Now you will hide in a corner and pretend you were against it. But we saw it all along. So now let me tell you about the best part of America. all those people out there, thousands of people protesting all across the country, that's what America's about, okay? Standing up for their fellow Americans, that's what America's about. The rule of law, Eastern District saying you're not allowed to do this ban, that's what America's about. In New York Civil Liberties Union and Jewish community leaders are all gathering saying, not on our watch. This isn't about Jews or Muslims or Christians. This is about who are we as Americans? And gathering up and saying, hey, maybe it doesn't affect our religion, our race, our identity, our nationality, but it does affect all of us because we stop it on day one. We don't wait till it's too late. We stop it on day one. So bless their hearts. That's who America is. And we're going to win on this. So Trump thinks, look at the mess he's gotten himself into in a week. He was already down to 37% popularity when he got into office. Now he's going to hit the 20s because America knows this is ugly. The people who voted for him thinking that he might bring positive change. Does this look like positive change to you? He's going to be the most unpopular president we have ever had by an order of magnitude. He's going to run from office. He's going to run from it, and we're going to chase him. So all the good Americans that are fighting the good fight, I love you. And this is what America is. Let's show them. Let's